Alright, how's everybody doing out there in Math Magic Land? This is Miss Muscarella coming at you. In this video, we're going to take a look at the exponent rule called the product rule. Now, just as the name implies, product rule means you're going to be multiplying things together, and those things are going to have the same base. Alright, so when you take a look at this number here, the number 8, 8 is your base, and the 5 is your exponent. So over on the next term, I've got an 8 here, and again, your base is going to be an 8, but your exponent is going to be a 3. So you have two exponents, one is a 5, one is a 3, and the bases are the same. Now, here's all you need to do to solve this problem. This is going to be where you simply take the exponents. You're going to take the base, you're going to leave that the same. Now the exponents, 5 and 3, what you're going to do is add those together. So 5 plus 3, and that will give you a sum of 8. So this final answer would be 8 to the 8th power. That's it. So notice, you take your exponents, 5 and 3, and you add them together to get a sum of 8. Now let's take a look at example B. Example B is a little bit tricky because we're representing multiplication, by this parentheses right here. So you have y to the 9th times just a plain old y. Now, it's not there, but we have an exponent of a 1. So when your exponents are not written, you have to remember that that means that the exponent is just a 1. So we have an exponent of 9 and an exponent of 1. Now again, analyze the bases. Both of these, the bases y and y. So all I'm going to do is take that base, write it once, and then my exponents, 9 and 1, I'm going to add them together. 9 plus 1, and I'm sure you can do that mentally, 9 plus 1 is not 8, but 10. So your answer for B would be y to the 10th power. Now for example C. Alright, by now you might actually be able to kind of do this one on your own. All three of these have the same base. They're all AAA, and then you have an exponent of a 4, a 3, and a 10. Now notice in this problem there's no dot or there's no parentheses, but if you have terms written next to each other like that, then it implies that you are multiplying. So a to the 4th times a to the 3rd times a to the 10th power. If you add up your exponents, 4 plus 3 plus 10, you end up with a sum of 17. So your final answer on C would be a to the 17th power. Now D is going to take a look at multiplying again, but notice we've got a 2 right here and then we've got a 3 right there. So what you're going to do with those two terms is actually going to combine those, and that's going to give you a 6 because 2 times 3 is 6. Now for your exponents here, notice again we've got our base is the same. Our base on this term here is x and our other term right there is x. So we've got x to the 4th and x to the 5th power. So what we're going to do is just take your x, your base, you're going to write that once, and then 4 plus 5, your exponents, is going to have a sum of 9. So that final answer would be 6x to the 9th power. And that 9 doesn't look so nice, so let's kind of rewrite that. So 6x to the 9th power. Now, lastly, we've got this other nice long problem right here. We have 2 times a squared times b to the 4th times 6 a to the 5th times b squared. Now on this one, again, you're going to take a look at first your exponents. So I've got an a right here of squared, and I've got an a to the 5th power right there. So I know I'm going to have a to 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 gives me 7. So I'm going to have a to the 7th power. And then the b term, so the b, both of these guys, all right, I'm going to have b to the 4th power and b to the 2nd power. So when I add them together, I get a sum of b to the what? 4 plus 2 is 6. Yes, very good. Now, let's not forget about our constants, our coefficients that are out here, because we've got a 2 right there and a 6. And again, I've got dots in between here, all of this. So 2 times 6, of course, gives us a product of 12. So your final answer for E is 12, a to the 7th, b to the 6th power. Now, what I want you to do next is go ahead and try the next several examples on your own. So here are 5 examples for you to try on your own. Pause the video, and then after you've simplified each one of them, go ahead and come back and check and see how you did. All right, rock stars, how'd you do? I'm sure you went 5 for 5. That's right, baby, strive for 5. Now again, on this example E, so let me go ahead and call your attention to example E down here. This very last one is kind of tricky. The D does not have an exponent there, but we know if it's not written, the exponent is going to be 1. So again, when you add the 9th power and to the 1st power, that's going to give you a sum of 10. So that's right. Your final answer then will be 10, a to the 13th, d to the 10th power. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys. Bye now. I'm sure you understand how to apply the product rule for your exponents. Take your time, strive for 5, and you got this. Alright, I'll catch up with you later. Peace out.